They banned all the broken cards in pre-modern, so it was like, yeah, that's the thing that's weird about pre-modern, and it is kind of beautiful about it. Some cards like Force of Will are banned, but then Survival of the Fittest is not banned, so you still have like really broken cards, but they play kind of fair, if that makes sense. Oath of Druids is legal. Ponder for Sam. Facing down Birds of Paradise. And George threatening to stab. Ironically, watched the Terravore pre-modern video earlier. What did you think of it? Yeah, that might cost the channel Wired Hanging. I think I would have a lot of canceled subs. Maybe on April Fool's Day. But yeah, anyway, if you want us to play the formats that you like, and whoops, if you want us to play the formats you like, definitely let me know. But at the end of the day, I'm gonna listen to our members. Our members are the only people really having a say. Oath is iffy, yeah. You got it, Wired Hanya. Pre-modern seems like a trash format, but the Terravore deck is cool. I mean, the format is fun. Am I trying to tell you something? No, I'm not. I have pre-modern. I've played pre-modern. I have decks, but I just haven't spent a lot of time on the channel messing around with it. I also don't play it on any regular basis. Interested in legacy pre-paradigm shifts like pre-war Innistrad. See, so now we're continuing down the path of talking about other formats to feature on the channel. I just don't know. Like, there's no evidence that anyone wants to watch that, and that's my worry. Like, we did pre-modern last week on the stream, and then I put all the matches up on YouTube. They're by far our worst performing videos of the past month with the pre-modern. Would the pre-war or pre-Innistrad Legacy get any more viewers than that? I think they would even get less. Oh, yeah, you should definitely become a member. I mean, you should become a member for more reasons than just having a say on what formats we choose, but yeah. Lots of cool perks for our YouTube members and our Twitch subs. We also have now, and if anybody would be interested in this, if you're not interested in Twitch subs, if you're not interested in YouTube memberships, we now also have coffee subs. I'll share the link in chat now. ! KOFI. It's like Patreon. Same idea. But you become a member there, and 100% of your membership, rather than splitting with YouTube and Twitch, goes to the channel. So that's an option you have as well. Here for the legacy first and foremost, though. Yeah. CEDH would be interesting. I feel like other channels have CEDH covered pretty thoroughly. And I just don't know if it's worth moving into that space, spending time on it. I don't know. I'm not saying we shouldn't, but I don't know if it's worth like just adding more to that format community when we have other ones that are kind of neglected that we can touch on. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of CDADH out there. I personally have never ever played competitive Commander, competitive EDH. Never. Yeah, we're doing the 1v1 stuff. There are a lot of commander channels out there. More than we can imagine. There's a lot of commander going on. Historic Brawl. You know, Historic Brawl might actually be fun. I haven't tried that format in a while. It's been like 6 months at least. Um, but I might try something like that on stream sometime. If people would be, and again, I'll ask our members this. If people would be down for it, check it out and maybe jam some games on stream with us. I'll do it. Hello from New York City. Zansher is here, everybody. Good morning. Judge Tower? Jeez, yeah. Historic Brawl is extremely fun. Nice. Yeah, I think I would do some Historic Brawl at some point on Arena. Zansher, thanks for the sub with Prime. Thank you, Zansher. Can't do paper historic, no. Really like what we're doing with paper older formats. Could use more food content though. Food content, huh? Aluren. Could be trouble. Verdant Catacombs pass. Aluren on the table though. I don't know what that token is for Sam. Unsure what created. Oh, that must be a treasure. That must be a treasure. Sam doesn't have treasure tokens, I guess. Long time ago, when I first started the channel, someone commented on on one of our YouTube videos. Binging with Babish plays Magic now. Oh man, I laughed so hard. Token is a treasure. What's up, SF? Misty Rainforest. I meant to thank you for the the coffee in person when I saw you the other day, but then I forgot. Sorry, but thank you again. To be fair, we both rocked the look really well. Yeah, I mean, I started losing some hair when I was in my early 20s, and I was just like, all right, we're just trimming it all off. That's it. It's over. I'm done with this. Was it really PB? Oh man, I gotta go dig through the comments now and find it. It's probably so long ago. I think I could do a search. Sardless Agent. Ponder. Double attack Jace. Chose not to attack the Ponder. Cast the Ponder, rather. Makes hat shopping easier. Yeah. I've never really been self-conscious about it. You know, like people make jokes about bald guys and stuff. I just don't care. Never bothered me. Jason 1, Hull Breacher preventing cantrips. Looks like one treasure left now for Sam. Tapping 3. I make it work. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you, chat. Uro comes down here. Some confusion, but that's okay. Fate Seal happening here. Targeting George. Can't see the card, but it's staying on top. Let's see if George fetches here. Is it worth fetching? Nope, puts it on bottom. Sylvan Library. George holding the fetch line anyway and going to use it. Fortunately, life totals went out of screen. We will keep an eye on that very closely. 16. Unfortunately, the phone went out of the frame here. Attacking Jace for 2 and passing. Jace likely will get ticked back up. Sylvan Library resolving here. Uro going to be able to attack. It looks like the Icefang Coatls might not have Death Touch. Oh, no, they do. They do have Death Touch. I see another Snowland in the glare. Fate Seal again. Let's see if we see this. Nope. Leaves it on top. Uro attacks. No blocks. George down to 10. Thank you, Xancher. See you later. Xancher is a YouTube member, so we'll be able to watch this immediately over on YouTube. Also here on Twitch. All right, escaping Uro on George's side. So we're going to have an Uro face-off here. Gives Sam a treasure. Doesn't get to draw the card. Good catch on that. Ponder. Life total update there. And now 2 Ice Fangs attacking Jace. Swords on Uro. Swords on Ice Fang, rather. And Caracas on George's... Oh, no, on his own Uro. Okay. Sylvan Library trigger. Interesting. So Caracas' own Uro on end step. And now maybe we'll bounce George's Uro on George's turn. Returns Hold Breacher to hand. And hard casts a Terminus. Oh, okay. Now this makes more sense. I didn't see that coming. guess I should have, but I didn't. That was nice. Fetching now for a Taiga. Let's see if Hull Breacher comes down before Uro to prevent. Nope. Cast Uro first. Maybe Hull Breacher was higher priority? I'm unsure. Passing now to George, who plays a Misty and passes. Lots of lands in play for Sam, who will likely now just run away with this one. Fate Sealing George, leave it on top. Do you have enough treasure? It looks like... Oh, maybe you do have enough treasure for Hull Breacher. You're right. You're right. I forgot you got one more. I forget how many you had. Yeah. Can't really see the die. I was thinking it was one. If I had to choose one or the other, though, I might have went with Hull Breacher first, just because a cantrip could potentially let George climb back into the game. But if you shut that off with Hull Breacher, it's just slamming the door, I feel. Uro getting escaped. Two Terminus. Two Terminus in the list. Sam points out in chat. George fetching here. Draws for turn. Passes. Hull Breacher casts on end step again. Let's see if Sam could start doing some damage. Could potentially attack for 9 this turn. George at 12. I think the Honorog pilot is going to run away with this one now. Draws off Uro. Another Fate Seal. Can't see the card. Leave it on top. Full grip. And that'll be a scoop. So game 1 goes to Sam. There it is. 2 Badlands and a Taiga. Thoughtseize to start game 2. Congrats, Wired Hyena, on the duels. The Discord's supposed to take up the whole screen. I don't know what happened there. Blind, thanks for the follow. I don't know why that sounded funny to say out loud. Blind, thanks for the follow. All right, Thoughtseize. Options are Carpet of Flowers. Looks like Hull Breacher possibly. Flooded Strand, Carpet of Flowers again, Uro, Prismatic Ending, and Taiga. That's either Shark Typhoon or... That's actually Shark Typhoon. Okay, that's a Shark Typhoon. George writing it down on the game story, a notepad. See a Brainstorm in hand for George. Misty Rainforest in hand. Carpet of Flowers is somewhat redundant here. Thank you, Blind. It's going to take a carpet and pass. Taiga into carpet, pass. Brainstorm. To start off game 2 for George. We see a Shardless Agent. We see an Icefang Coatl. Got all your channel points running on this one? Carador is desperate. Desperate. What's up, Carador? Carador with multiple badges. Very beautiful in chat. They're honest points. So you're not a channel point cheat like many of the people that watch this channel. All right, life totals. Yeah, life totals are correct. Sorry, they're like partially hidden there. Not much I could do about that. All right, Uro gets cast there using carpet mana. Passing. Misty Fetch. Let's see if we see Shardless Agent come down here. We saw one earlier. Yep, Shardless Agent. Shuffling after the fetch is George. Brainstorm gets a thumbs up. See an abrupt decay there. That could be a potential answer for this carpet and prevent Sam from getting way too ahead on board. And pass. Shardless Agent, one of my favorite cards. Haven't cast one in a while, though. It's been like, it feels like 10 years since I've cast one. Brainstorm. Shardless Agent got hot in Legacy for a little while this year. Everybody remembers the Shardless Agent Valky Tybalt decks. It was about the spring, I think, that happened. Very short-lived. It was an exciting time. Brainstorm resolving here. 2 back. Fetch on upkeep, shuffle the cards away. Get those out of here, says Sam. Still confused by the Cascade rule change, which I support, though. What are you confused about? Like, what did they change? I think it's just that... Wait, what was the change anyway? Is the change now that the card you cast has to be less than the card that had Cascade? So it can no longer cast split cards? Okay, here's a spicy one. Let me get the name of this card right. Paradox Zone. 4 and a green. Enchantment from Commander 21. Enters the battlefield with a growth counter on it. At the beginning of your end step, double the number of growth counters and create a 0/0 green and blue fractal. Put X plus almost on counters on it, where X is the number of growth counters on Paradox Zone. Pretty neat, spicy card. I picked up a playset myself, and I've been dying to try these out. Paradox Zone's first appearance on 90s MTG, I think. And there it is, the fractal token with 2 pulse on pulse on counters on it. So next turn it'll be a 4/4. The following turn it'll be an 8/8, and so on. Misty Rainforest. Start of Shark Typhoon getting red blasted. Yeah. Yeah, I really like this card, Paradox Zone. Like I said, I picked up a playset, and I'm not a MTG Finance person at all. This was not a spec, but I picked up 4 of them, and I've been dying to use them. Definitely pick up some Paradox Zones if you haven't already. They're only like $1. And make sure you use our TCG Player affiliate link if you're going to order them on TCG Player. Links are down below. Bookmark those in your browser, everybody. Bookmark our affiliate links. If you want to support the show in a big way without spending a penny, use our affiliate links. Bookmark them today. Helps out the show a ton. Yeah, Zone is too hard to ending as well. There's a carpet for George. Quite a long game. Long match, I should say. Carpet mana into Ponder. I really don't know, Kevin. Idiotic, thanks for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Slam the follow button, too, if you love Legacy and you're tuning in for the first time. Doing lots of Legacy on this channel. Looking through library now. Surgical is on Uro. Oh, that sounds like it might have been correct. If you had the endurance in hand. Oh, yeah, you do have endurance in hand. Yeah, I think you should have done that. That seems like a good move. I guess you could save it for George's Uros, but you have 2 prismatic endings in hand to deal with Uros. You also have this fractal thing happening. George disagreed? What was his reason for not doing that? Cast Endurance, protect your Uros, and shuffle your graveyard in to the bottom of your library. Why would you not do that? I guess there's a consideration that, yeah, save it for his Uros. But like I said, you have the fractals dropping every turn. In 2 turns, you'll have bigger fractals than Uro, and you have 2 prismatic endings in hand to exile Uros with. Already a serious threat on board. But then he'd also have an endurance on board? I don't know. All right, end step makes another fractal. And bigger mistake not ending his carpet here. Yeah, it might have been worth it to just get rid of that carpet. No sense in waiting on that. George down to 11. Drawing a card off Coatl. So next turn, you'll be able to make an 8/8 fractal on end step. I know the Strix and Coatl are going to play some defense here, but He's eventually going to have to block with something that's not a snake or a bird. Unless he is able to get the combo through here. Living Wish. Gets Grist. Okay, that's going to be pretty good. Also, like, Paradox Zone. Now, I love the card, and I've been dying to use it. I have my copies ready to go for if and when I find them fitting for my deck. But bringing it in this matchup, I'm not sure what you took out, but I feel like that's a kind of card you want in like a control, like a true control mirror with no combo. But here, you know, 3 turns later, you still haven't even made the 8/8, and now you're looking like you're in a little bit of trouble. And I'm feeling like maybe this card is not the best for this matchup. But I might be overthinking it. But I know in a match where it's like, you know, picture, you know, decks just like Sam's on both sides of the table, a card like Paradox Zone could be amazing. All right, Prismatic Ending on the Grist. Saw that coming. Yeah, this matchup, so it's like, it's weird. It's like you're trying to outgrind like you are right now, but you also are concerned about this combo. So I feel like your threats need to be yeah, I don't know. You took out forces? Yeah, I don't know if I would be taking out forces against Aluren. They feel necessary. What do you think, chat? Does anybody in chat have a take on this? Sideboarding out. Yeah, it's kind of like Splinter Twin. I know you're being sarcastic, but it's similar in that it can play like a control game and a mid-range game, but it also just has the combo, and you have to respect it, and you have to be able to interact with it if it happens. And a card like Force of Will do that perfectly. So maybe this isn't the most helpful, but I feel like you're trying to outlast, but also disrupt. Yeah, I don't like sideboarding out forces versus combo personally. I also, you know, depending on, so if I'm on Bant control and my opponent's on Bant control, I don't know if I like sideboarding out forces. Should you have any Pyroblast in? I would say yes. I would say yes. He has Uros. He has cantrips that you could counter. And George also has cards like Cavern Harpy that you'd gladly counter on the way down. I think Pyroblast, some number of Pyroblast is worth considering for sure. Yeah, some forces could come out in some situations. Agreed. That's why I was using the example of Bant versus Bant, where Pyroblast is not a consideration. You know, the pile that Sam is playing splashes red, so I mean, yeah, splashes red, so Pyroblast is an option. Agent feels outdated in Aluren. Maybe. I honestly don't know. thing is about Agent in Aluren, though, is that you could cast it with Flash for free. And you could just choose not to cast what's on top. That's true, Carador. Yeah, Pyro is a must for Harpy. I agree. I think Pyroblast, like if that Paradox Zone was a Pyroblast, this might be a different game. Uro might be in play right now. And yeah, I don't know. All right, 16 counters on 16 growth counters on the Paradox Zone now. So next turn, Sam will be able to create a 16/16 fractal. Jolo, thanks for the follow. Welcome. Too lazy to manage the dice? Come on, Paradox Zone is a cool card. I also have, I don't have them in front of me right now, but I have my fractal tokens ready to go. I think they're foil too. I think I have foil fractal tokens. I'm ready for Paradox Zone, everybody. I'm ready. First chance I get. I get to play, Magic in person once a week at the Monday night events at my local shop. If I got to play multiple nights a week, I have so many different arrangements of decks I would like to try, but I only got my one night, so I just usually choose my favorites. All right, Carpet Mana now floating here. Oh, wait, no. Carpet Mana. Abrupt Decay on the 8/8. I mean, I might be wrong about this whole Paradox Zone thing. I mean, maybe this card is going to win you the game. We'll see. Abrupt Decay now on the second fractal and pass. So now only a 2/2 fractal in play, but a 16/16 fractal is on the way. Blue, green, 0/0s with 16 plus almost one counters, and then the following turn, 32 are coming. George is at 5. Attacking with a 2/2. Looks like he said no blocks. Brainstorm. Okay. 2 back. If this 16/16 fractal ends up a game winner, I'm going to look silly. All right, now 32 counters on the Paradox Zone. Here's Aluren, though. Let's see if that gets count. Oh, but you sideboarded out forces. Looks like it's going to resolve. It's like Cavern Harpy in hand for George. George might be being careful to play around Pyroblast at the moment. All right, we have some Paradox Zone over Pyroblast opinions in chat now. Uro being cast here with Flash for free off Uro. I'll give George a couple of life points. And a card draw. Cavern Harpy. Dress down in response. George clarifying that the Uro is still in play. Okay, maybe some confusion here about what was going on in the game.
Because it still goes on the stack?
Correct.
Yeah, okay. This is fine.
Okay. Trigger.
It's abrupt decay because
Okay, dress down resolves. Cavern Harpy then resolves. Uro trigger on the stack. He played Harpy. I played dress down. I see. Uro again. With Cavern Harpy. Yeah, if George already drew a card, isn't Uro in the yard? Okay, so I think this was time in the round. And now they're going to game 3. 5 turns, I believe. Acererak combo ended the previous game with Aluren. Acererak came down. Yeah, he drew his deck with Uro and Harpy after I sacrificed dress down on end step. Right. Okay. Thank you for clarifying. Yeah, once the dress down went away, Uro was cast and Harpy was cast, and then you just draw the deck and Acererak. Carpet of Flowers to start the game for George. Gets prismatic ending. So might be another carpet. George could potentially win. Notice Sam went for a land that is not a island. All right, dress down was revealed. So that's going to be a draw. That'll be a draw for this round.